off when he's been able to play as Morphling a couple of these games, but BetBoom, they've been the team to watch, especially when they've been getting their Magnus. Are they undefeated on it? I believe they are, right?
On all 3 roles, right?
I think all 3 roles that they played it, as far as I think that we saw. I'll check really quickly to confirm.
I'm pretty sure they won. They at least won a game when they played it in each position. So,
yeah, I'll make sure.
The games they did. So
I'll check just to be sure.
It's been good.
It's been phenomenal.
It's been good.
And they have great heroes to benefit off the Empowered. They have good high ground defense.
The battle begins.
And, of course, the Morphling can do this type of, it's a fun kind of interaction with the Morph versus the Magnus, and even to some of the other cores, but in particular Magnus is turning into Mag, throwing Empower onto yourself. It can be very potent. So Mickey has some good targets to be able to turn into. And let's see if teams can deal with the pesky Pugna, too, because as we saw in that last game, there was definitely not a way to deal with the pesky Pugna. This time they have Shadow Demon, has the Demonic Purge with to stop the Decrep in particular onto the main target, and they have backline reach. So this looks like such a fun game.
I'm looking forward to see how this one goes down. I mean, overall, were you a little surprised yourself that the Dragon Knight did get through as the last pick, or does that just happen sometimes? Because this carried arguably the most popular one of the patch, or at least, at this level at this tournament.
I was surprised that both of these two made through. Earth Spirit making it through to the end, and then DK making it through to the end too. Sure, you could see that BetBoom had an idea versus it. They can go for this Monkey King mid. He can itemize. I think Mage Slayer might be an option even for this Monkey King in the mid lane versus Sand King Earth Spirit. But yeah, definitely. Both of these heroes have been looking pretty damn good in a lot of games.
As you say with the draft, you can kind of see why BetBoom may not cared about the Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
Can you see anything from like Liquid's idea that may indicate that they did not care, that they allowed Pure to get the Dragon Knight as last pick?
Well, we have seen even these, BetBoom in particular, when they play the Muerta. This Muerta can scale too, but they have good ways and good damage to be able to deal with him that isn't just straight physical, right? They actually have very good magical to burst, and some of these games when we see the DK kind of just go absolutely crazy is because he's tanking so much versus the physical. Everyone has a magical component. They have an amp up from the Pugna. Morphling is a mixed carry, so he's both that magical and physical. So they probably feel like they have answers to deal with this DK. Well, let's see, because everything on paper sometimes can't matter if the execution's not there. And BetBoom, they've been looking good on everything. And Pure in particular, has he even had a bad game? I don't feel like I've seen him have like a bad game in particular. He has been absolutely killing it.
Yeah, Liquid, they had a rough start to this second group stage.
They did.
But the recent games, obviously they've been building up the wins. And would need that, as I say, to continue into this series. If they want to move on to the playoff stage, they need the win here today.
And yeah, the 3-day, by the way, I was finally checking. I finally got the information. They did win all 3 of the matches that they did play the Magnus.
So they
did.
did.
So
yeah,
I was pretty sure that when we saw it, we did see that. So one of them was that comeback. The other 2, I believe, were just domination in particular. So.
And it's pretty crazy to see, right? Because not only are they doing it in the 3 roles, but it's a hero they're doing in the 3 roles that other teams, they're not doing it in any of the roles.
No one's picking it, really.
You know what I mean? It's very much their own flair. It's been a lot of fun to watch. And
he is in trouble.
Might just be able to set up for this first blood here. Indeed, it will. Miro, the man on the Magnus, as we're talking about, getting that first blood top.
Save in particular, finding the catch-off on the side so his buddy can connect. Save will look to drag the wave as well. Mickey is getting solid free farm. It's going to be difficult to contest him with this lane with the Shadow Demon Magnus. He shouldn't die up there as the Morph, but the Pugna definitely at risk of dying if he steps up too far versus these 2. Good hybrid damage, good physical burst as well. And repositioning tool versus Pugna is always great. As bottom, they get the stun. Boxing just stepped up. He literally just went almost melee. Now Saberlight.
Is he just dead? Okay, the stick.
Breathe fire. They've got him.
Liquid, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Boxy's positioning in particular. He walked up and ate a stun from a DK.
I think he was sort of eyeing up the range creep.
I guess so.
But I guess in doing so, he just completely forgot about his own sort of state in that lane.
I mean, Katomi's definitely going to have a huge smile. He hasn't like the way that happened was just, it was kind of awkward.
That was... They just kind of just stopped doing anything.
Gave him the setup. Katomi just able to poke Boxy forever, then Boxy just hands them a stun.
They got to be way more careful than that, Liquid.
Yeah.
That was, not the level that we need to see from them if they want to try and get the win this series.
No, they can't have lanes go too poorly. As we see, all 3 lanes right now looking to be in favor. Well, top lane, Mika is free farming, but all 3 lanes looking very good for the side of BetBoom at the moment.
Absolutely, with that sort of stuff going on.
And now, of course, as we see, the Earth Spirit's left in mid, but it's versus a Monkey King matchup who's going to be able to dominate him. And I'm looking forward to see what itemization is going to come from Kiyotaka. Right now, he has the Corrosion, Treads, Diffusal could be an option. Mage Slayer could be an option if he wants to reduce some of that massive magical damage that Liquid has. I'm curious to see which one he does go down. Because it's Kiyotaka. So this guy, he likes to be pretty aggressive. So let's see if he even goes down a defensive route with his build. Roll toward top.
So the catch on Stave.
He's got a lot of heal.
Sure, just have the Lotus and the Fairy Fire. And yeah, will be enough to stop them from chasing. So Save able to simply walk away.
And he denied the water rune. So no fill up there for Nisha, while Kiyotaka went down toward bottom and was able to grab that rune. Mickey trying to take advantage of the move, trying to make an aggressive play at the Miro, but unable to. But his farm is good, 24-10. And it has to be, it feels like, this game, because his other two lanes, it feels like they're really going to suffer, especially after the 2 kills bottom.
This bottom lane.
And the Enchanter's able to get this type of kill pre-level 3. Now he's got level 2 Enchant online. He's hunting for Boxy again. Can't quite get the catch.
Very slow start for them there. I mean, we have seen this before, I feel. From El Stable later on his Sand King. I think it was even maybe the first series or one of the early ones we had.
Yeah.
You know, he can sometimes have a bit of a shaky start, but he does redeem himself. You know, we've had comeback stories from Saberlight where he's had a rough start.
Yeah, but it's usually redeemed based off like him being able to get the farm off the stacks, right? I don't think most of the games that we've seen, we see like the Sand King dominate the lane from him.
No, exactly, yeah. So the slow start might not necessarily be a concern.
Well, we'll have to see. They're going to make the move early with Nisha because he doesn't want to lane bottom. They've got a healing Lotus but can't get it off. Kiyotaka trying to match movement. We'll get his Jinku built up. He's hit level 6, or he's about to hit level 6 as well too, so we'll have his ulti available. But yeah, we'll see, because the other thing is, although they do have, you know, Sand King who can go back to stacks, at the moment they don't have stacks, but BetBoom, they have a lineup that can contest. Monkey King in particular, one of the best heroes to be able to just go in and kill and fight around that area if he's given an advantage at the start, and he is given that advantage with this lane. Glyph popped, checking the runes. No spawn bottom, it's an illusion. Saberlight. Should be fine.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Kiyotaka. Trying to chase down Nisha. I mean, Boxy and his are here by him.
Nisha, he's in trouble. He's probably just dead. And he is. And Katomi even just kills the bounty rune in front of him.
Why not?
Kiyotaka is just matching the rotations. Every time the Earth Spirit has tried to go to a lane, it's been a Monkey King just immediately following.
And that's got to feel bad for Liquid, right? Because that was a situation where Nisha, he had his 2 supports right by him.
He did.
But they couldn't do anything. He gets kind of forced to run up to the high ground, and they're like, well, sorry, bro, you're on your own.
And Boxy did whiff the dead shot. So
yeah.
As soon as that happens, they don't have a way to actually protect him, as Boxy will be able to take quite a beating there, too, from Katomi and Pure. He'll be able to back up and get his Wisdom rune, but 4-1, CS advantage massively there for the side of BetBoom in these 2 lanes in particular. As I said, Mickey farming very well. Maybe he can just get left alone up here. And we'll see what Mickey's going to be able to do in this game.
Yeah, it feels...
His other 2 cores are completely shut down.
I was going to say, it's early days, but I feel like we've had many a game where it's been like, will the Morphling be able to 1v5 this? It could end up being one of those.
I think I saw someone make a post about that too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how many times are the casters gonna say, it's the Morphling versus the world?
Versus the world.
Definitely a possibility that it can get to that point with the way that BetBoom likes to play too. They're very oppressive. They like to play super aggressive. In particular, like we said from Kiyotaka, high risk, high reward player is Miro starts to work on stacks. Liquid is in the area to go for a steal. They see this. They have the ward on high ground.
Here we go, straight in. It's a good setup. They drop down the Magnetize.
Very quick move from Miro.
See if we can escape this. I mean, Miro might be fine. They drop the Wukong's command down. Kiyotaka's turned up. Nisha, you have to get out the Wukong's command in time.
He's got to roll, but Kiyotaka.
Boundless is there. Nisha. Oh!
He tanks.
Good jump forward there for Kiyotaka. He's able to block the roll from Nisha from the trees. Excellent jump forward. And Aaron Stadium and Boxy, they're in a terrible position. They can't escape. They're going to go down as well.
Oh, Kiyotaka, he's been so clutch in so many of these games. What a little play by him. Jumping in, blocking at bottom. Devastation everywhere, Owen.
Well, Saberlight.
Can he get away?
Maybe can deny to the Ancients. No. Katomi gets the kill.
And Pure's like, oh, an Ancient. Maybe I'll be able to hit this as well. They are owning this early game.
They are crushing it.
8-1. Miro, the instant move, right? He instantly just goes for the skewer back, repositions Nisha. And again, we saw Kiyotaka. You see Earth Spirit move, you follow him. He's just doing that every single one of these moments. Hasn't queued up which item he's going to go
There it
yet.
is.
Now he
Okay.
cues Diffusal.
Yeah.
It's more of an aggressive build, as we kind of expected from him. He loves to be aggressive. And it can be very valuable. Double strength heroes,
yeah.
Morphling. It's a value Diffusal game.
Especially this early, almost seeing it already with these moves that are being made by Nisha, because he's kind of behind a little bit. He's having to use kind of all his mana to go in aggressively. So you
Yes.
take away that little bit that he has left. He's not getting away from you.
Yeah, and it's always it always has its merits versus these strength, these limited strength mana cores, and it's just a fantastic item on Monkey King. Period. As we see aggressive wards, one of them I believe was taken out. It was BetBoom who had the vision of the triangle in particular. That one was taken out, but they have two other aggressive wards. Looking to just continue making these aggressive moves. Kiyotaka magnetizes on him.
He's going to drop the Wukong's command.
He's got
Jingu
Jingu.
builds up. He's been silenced for now. He's healing up on the creeps, though. Magnetize, is it enough to threaten him? They're rolling the defensive disruptions there. They can't get out of this. Liquid, they'll bring the numbers in. Take down Kiyotaka, take down save.
Bringing the numbers in, very important. Kiyotaka, this time he gets punished for a bit of that aggression. Walking up onto the high ground tanks a immense amount of magic damage. Nisha striking back a bit. And Mika getting involved early. Gets the disruption mid-skewer.
Radiant's middle tower is under
TP's coming in. See if Mira's able to walk away from this. Does he want to drop the RP and walk?
He's thinking about it. He might just be able to walk. Let's see.
He's going to drop it now.
Got
Comes
Kiyotaka.
in. Roll forward, though. Nisha's looking for Miro.
But Kiyotaka's on him.
Is it with a slow? Miro's still alive. Nisha can't hit him. Oh, that hurts.
Oh, that was a funny one. Really wanted the kill. But target priority by Kiyotaka. That
Yep.
slow, right? The corrosion, the slow to the movement speed there onto the Earth Spirit. Beautiful. Looking for another. He's got a boundless. Pugna can be pretty squishy.
This is instilling fear into the two of them. As Mika and Sania know they can't tackle this Monkey King at the moment. He's going to get bullied back away from this top lane.
And we'll have to talk about what we were mentioning earlier as we look at this replay again as the beautiful play from Kiyotaka, just stopping Nisha in his tracks.
He just needed one more hit. He couldn't get the hit off.
So other thing is this Magnus, it's the Empower. We mentioned it early on with his two cores. I'm already seeing this damage on the Monkey King. He has like plus 200 when he's got the Jingu plus Empower.
tower is under attack.
Diffusal's nearly done.
It's early days, but it's been beautiful aggression, and look who's at the top. Because of all this aggression, he's been completely ignored in the game. Pure on his Dragon Knight. He's got the armlet already finished up. Set up for success in this game. Liquid has good team fight coming between that Sand King and the Earth Spirit, but having this slow of a start, going to be pretty fragile versus the heavy damage that we see BetBoom have around this Monkey King.
Yeah. You know when Liquid
What's that?
picked the Earth Spirit, are they prepared? Do you think they were prepared for the fact that it would get potentially moved to the mid?
Yeah, I think
So
they had to
they
expect
signed themselves up for this matchup.
Yeah, I would imagine. So
Okay.
I imagine they had to know that this was going to happen. We've seen a lot of times that the Monkey King just can get flexed in multiple different roles.
Dire are scanning.
Saberlight will have the stack to be able to recover on too. Yeah, you have to expect this is going to happen when you do this type of pick. But we have seen people even pick it into counter matchups. This couple
Sure.
times this Earth Spirit, we see saw it picked into a Timber Saw. That also went quite poorly. If you remember Lorenoff going beyond God like that game. Sanya.
He's got a lot of backup. Nisha and Boxy around.
Tower's starting to get poked here. Do not want to lose this tower just yet. They have this ward behind the tower still, so they see everything from Liquid. Kiyotaka
Radiant structures are fortified.
doesn't want to overextend here.
Dire's
Considering
middle
now
tower
once the tower's
has fallen.
down, which is just threatening a jump. And what's Miro going for? So since he's playing versus, like I said, the massive amount of magic damage, Pipe will be the choice for him. Going to be a very valuable one. That's why we thought perhaps Kiyotaka might go down Mage Slayer. Still a chance for him to do so after Diffusal, but it's Kiyotaka, so I'm still expecting just aggression.
Radiant are scanning.
And speaking of aggression, maybe making the move bottom to prepare for the 14-minute Wisdom Rune as well, and looking to set up for this tower.
See how he wants to show himself. He doesn't need to show for this wave with Pure pushing in.
See how Liquid wants to respond too. I mean, Saberlight is not very
Dire's
healthy
top
down
tower
here.
is under attack.
He's healing up.
Sub half HP. They're making the move immediately. They've got the Sentry, they've got the Purge.
He's going to try and stand his ground, but the Epi, he's not going to get it off. The Dragon Tail's there, not even finding the chance to burrow strike away from them.
Hey, they made that look pretty easy, right? It's a half HP Sand King walks up, and now they are going to be able to take away that Wisdom Rune. In the meantime, they're making a move onto Katomi.
They should get him through the silence. Yeah, not able to get any sort of heals off, so...
It's in 5 position, though.
It's not quite a trade that Liquid is going to be too over the moon about.
Nope.
It's the Wisdom gone. Kiyotaka takes it.
And he is... Okay, he's cute. Yeah, full aggression. I expected full aggression, but I was maybe, you know, just because of how good of a Mage Slayer game it could have been. 5k lead. Alicia will actually find 2 couriers to swing that lead a little bit. Can he make his way out of this? He's got a shield rune. He's looking to fight back.
He's going to try the Magnetize. Rolls in. He's going to end up rolling into Pure on the side. They get the silence out of the two of them. Disruption to hold back the Sand King. Stop El Saberlighter from being able to get in and drop a Burrow Strike onto Kiyotaka.
There's a Boundless in 1.
And they stay on him. There's the Boundless.
Oh, it's during the Pierce the Veil.
He didn't hit anything, so he gets no heals at all. He'll die. They did get Nisha in return, though. Oh, look at the Pure at the side of the fight. He'll tick out to the urn. Mickey I'll be able to find more. Turns up as to set up with the disruption. Liquid, they'll take this team fight very nicely. And yeah, Kiyotaka not able to find any sort of connection with that Boundless. Could have potentially been a big heal. Wasn't to be, as you say, well, it only touches on towards the Muerta.
Who had the Pierce the Veil.
They're in the Pierce the Veil.
So doesn't get any healing, doesn't get anything from there. Also, before that, I believe it was the shield rune, if I'm not mistaken, from Nisha also. So he hit him with the first jingle, and he's like, oh god, I'm not life stealing from either of them. They both have a barrier, or a, you know, the decrep, or whatever you want to call it, from Pierce the Veil. Liquid striking back massively.
That was a big fight for them.
BetBoom, they're going to look to probably fight down here again.
The full pipe done now on Miro, so adding to the team fight offensive capability. They get the Boundless Strike set up into the Dragon Tail.
They don't have that kill.
Oxy caught.
But Liquid completely recovering their mishaps in that early game. 13-7, still a gold lead for the side of BetBoom, but they've gotten themselves back into a better position for at least the 2 that were struggling. Mickey is still having a fantastic time, but they have recovered a bit there for Saberlight.
BetBoom still at the ready to keep the aggression on. Even with that bit of a shake-up that Liquid were able to give them.
I'm seeing the same thing from Miro that he did the other day too. He's queuing up the shard again. Very cool. We've seen him, I think only in the offlane we've seen them do that and prioritize, just because it helps you be able to get that extra burst and slow during team fights, but very interesting to see the approach.
The attacker. Show himself hit. Not willing to try and make the move onto Mickey. Doesn't quite have any lockdown behind him.
It's always nice that he has this empower, so that even if he's not playing aggressive, he can sit back and get some farm. But Kiyotaka wants to get the Jingu stacks. He will. Denies the farm away as well for Mickey. Liquid looking to fight. They have ults ready again.
Oh, they're going to find Kataomi. With the catch on him, he'll be the one to fall, but the space is given for Kiyotaka to back off.
They've got all their ults still at the ready. And Liquid, when they have those, they do feel confident to be able to fight into BetBoom, even though they have the pipe. Both teams, though, very confident to fight into each other. It's an early solo crest coming out from Save. Quite a bit of amp up. That's Kiyotaka.
He's going to be able to snipe the Diadem from the courier. El Saberlighto.
He's RP.
Trying to rev up the epicenter, but Miro indeed stops that.
Ooh. He was starting to recover, immediately gets caught again. Saberlight's having... El Saberlighto is having a bit of a rough one. 0 and 4.
I did recover quite a bit off the ancient stack gold, but getting caught quite a bit.
He is very far forward.
He's going to miss the dead shot. He's got the ult.
He can just sit on top of him.
Yeah, it's not going to last long enough to get him away. As Boxy.
The tree, it's very menacing.
It's following him.
That's also the beautiful thing, you know, we mentioned the other day about the diffusal, is you can just do this very easily. You find a support, and they're just very easily caught. See, Pure, since they...
And look at this. Whoop. They're straight up to top.
Are they going to find this?
I mean, they've got the Wukongs. They've got the root. They will get kicked out of the ult. At the right clicks alone, it's enough.
What a quick movement from BetBoom.
Straight to top for that twin gate. Nisha did not expect that one bit.
No, I didn't either. I didn't even see it coming. Pure went for Blink this game, and he still looks like he's going to have a very good timing on that BKB. Not the 15-17 that we've seen most of the time, but wants to get involved in this action since it's a very action-packed game. 16-8.
I'll take
The supports are very farmed too on the side of BetBoom from all this skirmishing. As we said, Solar Crest finished for the Shadow Demon, Enchantress with a drum and nearly a Force Staff, and even bringing it to Saberlight.
Saberlight is going to turn and get aggressive. He's in with the bonus trap, but the balance is able to put the stop to the chance for him to rev up the epicenter. He's still going to try. He's healing up a little bit, but not enough to save him. El Saberlight dying again.
And that damage is quite pathetic versus the pipe. It does literally nothing. BetBoom. I mean, they're just starting to abuse him pretty hard. Him and Nisha, again. You know, the lane was already difficult, but
both their lanes right. They did.
They have all the answers, it feels like. The stuns and just the damage just isn't theirs.
They had a really rough time.
They're going to be able to claim this tier 2, very likely to, as well for Pure. They didn't even use the glyph.
Moxie.
They didn't even use their tier 2 glyph. BetBoom's just running rampant on them. It doesn't feel like Liquid can handle the pressure.
He's going to try for the TP out.
He can't.
Tails up in time.
Even with their ultis available, it's starting to feel very difficult for them to fight back versus the speed. The speed that BetBoom's playing. They're everywhere. And Nisha again.
He's got the TP, and they haven't got anything to stop us, so he'll get away this time.
This time. But it's difficult for him to get out as we see Kiyotaka with this very fast Atos after the defusal. Gleipnir's going to be coming very quick. And it's pressure on all fronts. Every time somebody shows in a lane, BetBoom just starts running at them immediately. Kiyotaka in particular.
Oh, they're looking for Mickey now.
Save.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't have waveform up.
Oh.
It's up now.
All right, instead of the Wukongs.
It's on him. Nisha, can he help?
Can he do anything to help?
He can't. Another beautiful stun.
Yeah, just lines it up perfectly, Kiyotaka.
This game's getting out of control real fast.
Nisha should be able to live.
Insania.
Probably not so much, unless he can somehow juke as well.
Oh, they
saw him.
I mean, Kiyotaka. I feel like I'm saying his name over and over again because he's mid, he's top, he's bottom, he's back to the mid, he's everywhere.
I think that they can't kind of set themselves up with the draft against Kiyotaka, against BetBoom in a way that lets him have this Monkey King in a favorable matchup. I mean, how many games have we seen, Fogged, where Monkey King gets a good lane and then he dominates?
A lot. And in this game in particular,
you can't let this happen.
We were saying how it can quickly get to where the point of it's Mickey, the Morphling versus the world, you know, we're making the joke about it. It already feels like that, and even more so that they have all the answers, too. As we see there, even the disruption from save, immense damage that the illusions even do back to them. And they're going to take the Tormentor.
They get the wisdom as well.
They get the double wisdoms, too. Beautiful plays coming out from BetBoom, as clean as it comes. And there's that BKB for Pure. It's kicking up too fast. Liquid, they can't handle this pressure. And they get outscaled this game. Even though they have the Morphling, it doesn't feel like he can do this on his own versus a Monkey King DK draft with a Magnus who's buffing them up. And
it's going to take some crazy stuff from Mickey.
Yeah. Or some overextensions and dives by Kiyotaka, but I feel like we saw that in like 1 or 2 of their series, and it hasn't really been happening too much more from him. He has become much more disciplined.
There's only one way for Mickey to win this. Buys the Aghanims, turns into the Magnus, horn tosses, skewers them under the tier 4s into a 5-man burst, try get beat.
You're always looking.
That's what you got to do. You look for the skewer play. I guess you also need to buy a blink for that. Because he ain't right-clicking them down. But if they could get them deep, drag them into the fountain, he has to become the Magnus.
And they have they can go Aghanims or Spirit too, right? So they can go for the kickback. So they can really get reposition
That's
people.
true. They've got kickback potential. But it would take an Ags on the... Yeah, because if he buys the Ags right, he gets the access to Horn Toss right. Probably not going to see that.
No, we won't see
You don't buy Ags anymore.
No, you don't never buy Aghanims.
Never.
It's absolutely terrible. Saberlight smoked up, Bloodstone Veil finished. They have the BKB on Nisha with his Spirit Vessel charge. He's trying to get something going. See if they can with the BKB, because this game, as you said, it's ramping up too fast. They've got to get at least something going for themselves to make space for Mickey. Yarrow's Blink is coming right now.
Oh.
And a full crit.
Like they can just get Roche.
They can.
And then blink into Liquid's base and kill him. Yeah. That's the plan.
They can catch him outside the base too. They have Blink Mag. So Blink Skewer plays are available as well. Liquid can't find a catch, and another beautiful move from the side of BetBoom. Going high grunt still can be a little scary sometimes, but if anyone can do it in this tournament so far, it's BetBoom. Forcing the issue a lot of times. so much map control. Just getting these early tier 2s. Like I said, Liquid didn't even pop their glyph for their tier 2, so it dropped down very quick, and they've got great aggressive vision. Nisha will find a ward, but immediately they're setting up. They're pushing Pure.
In both of these lanes.
They're pinging
Shoved
bottom.
into the base.
Looks like they are feeling confident enough to go for that grab and potentially just go for the closeout of this game around a next team fight. Can Liquid hold? Saberlight. No show.
Who's going to go first?
So as soon as they show up, I believe they're going to get back on the side of BetBoom.
They want to try and get the kill here onto Mickey, who's out solo.
Save. He just knows where he is.
It's hard to get to him to stop the TP.
Kitaka's here.
Oh, he does it. Gets just close enough.
And Mickey, he is just stuck. All on his own.
No more mana to play with. He's got a little bit away from him in a second.
They've got the chase, though.
They got a further stun. Oh, they do. Mickey knows it. He knows he can only just try and keep running. And the damage is done. The poison has popped. And Mickey is out for 50 seconds. Same time in the mid. Put their eyes on Nisha.
Oh, they're everywhere. They get the scan that connected onto the Morphling, an instant move from Save, and Nisha.
Oh, Pure's coming for him. Another roll will be enough to get Nisha back to the safety of the base. The top lane's getting pushed in now. They can look for that final tier 2 top. BetBoom.
It's looking like they're smurfing right now. I gotta be honest. They're just everywhere. And now Tanya, he's found dead in 3 hits.
It's been a rough one for Liquid.
I don't think I've seen such a
one of those
beautiful
games
game from BetBoom, or from most teams. This is so perfect.
And you know that Liquid, they're going to be able to play the lanes better in game 2, right? This was some rough laning. It really was.
I mean, mid lane, that happens.
But the
right?
bottom lane,
they can't have that happen. You know, in particular, Boxy walking up, getting melee stunned, they lose both
double
heroes.
killed.
Yeah, that was pretty devastating for them. As Kitaka, I have to give so much credit to him, just how he's played. He's literally just making Nisha's life miserable.
I mean, they just can't let him get the Monkey King, as I say, when they don't have a good hero to put against him in the mid lane.
And Nisha, he's got BKB, but she does damage.
And they've got the RP. As Mira got Blink back up. He might not even need it.
Tries to cut the tree.
They can just run him down. Nisha. He's dead. And in the base.
And in the base. Pure.
He's taking the base. He's onto the tier 3.
It feels like they're
on his own.
They're doing whatever they want. This tower. They'll pop the glyph for it. Is that a full? The full Daedalus is already coming too. You can see Insania's feeling it. They've got Shivas on tanking, but it just feels like they can't put up a front. Versus BetBoom, and BetBoom, they have all their ultis. They have RP, they have Wukongs for this potential go-to. So if Liquid responds, they could all just die.
Oh.
Pure's just jumping forward.
He has to put the ult. He just dies through it. El Sabalanto is going to come in with a burrow stroke onto Mira, but he's so tanky with the pipe, easily skewers away.
This could just be a second set. Nisha's respawning in 5. BetBoom still has Aegis for 90 seconds.
Wow. Mid-rack's gone.
These guys are good.
Mickey doesn't want to make the call to have the final fight there. Wants to get at least the butterfly done.
I mean, this is like a flawless game from them so far. Pretty much 0 mistakes. I mean, the butterfly, he'll have good physical resistances, but they just it really is just him now at this point. Nisha has yet to be able to find much of anything besides that one scenario that happened down bottom where they got that catch. But that was, what, 12 minutes ago, 14 minutes ago or something. BetBoom controlling the entire map now. Ward around the Tormentor, Ward in the mid lane to watch if anyone comes outside. Nisha showing. Has to be careful for the jump, and there it is.
No hesitation, RP into immediate death, and now Kirtak's ready to jump in for more. The attempt to cripple by a fair bit of burst, but the defensive disruption comes out.
Instantly from Sage.
He's fine, and now he's got the root control on Boxy. Boxy puts Pierce the Veil, Pure, he just jumps the backlines, gets in on top of Insania, the Pugner's dead.
They're so good at taking these targets.
They have a burrow stroke on towards Pure, but he's able to get the BKB off. They can't keep him chain stunned. The Boundless Strike comes out on the two.
Rampage.
Stabilizer's gone, it's a Rampage, it's game over.
They're so good at everything. They're good at fighting. They're good at target priority. Kiyotaka knows how to play the map, matching the Earth Spirit.
Yep.
And they dumpstered these lanes.
They did that.
Crazy.
Come in mid.
I don't know if almost anybody did except for them. People have theory crafted and talked about this versus Tiny in particular. in a lot of games, but from the 4 roll. From the mid roll,
30
this is just
seconds to
interesting to see. You can do a ton of different chain stun potential because when you turn into the tiny and shift back and forth, there's a lot of little tricks that you can do. I'm not going to go into the super nerdy of it, but the people who know about the flow morph things, you can do these kind of crazy moves where you throw your stun out and then you shift into the tiny while your projectile's midair with the adaptive. I can go into more detail, but I'm not going to go too much with it. But yeah, it has a lot of different things to play around. Very interesting pick. And Pure, he's going to be playing his Shadow Fiend.
Begins.
Let's see if Liquid are ready to deal with this. Well, not to start the Liquid, but one there. That's 4
them all.
bouncy runes for BetBoom.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that happened.
Oh, that's not the kind of start they needed after game 1.
All right. Let's see how these lanes go, because the really interesting is as well, we've seen some teams when in the past, when they saw the Shadow Fiend, the Dawnbreaker was a counter pick versus it. Now it's the switch up where BetBoom's like, you know what? Pure's confident enough to play versus that matchup. He's got a Tusk behind him, so he's got this save. He's got this protection. Very interesting stuff going on.
I'll see how this lane goes. So the lane in particular between these two, then, how is it? The more... Like, can it just straight up beat the Tiny in the lane?
I don't know. Because like in the past, it's been the Agi morph when you played sometimes versus these melees, and that's where it's an advantage. But as the strength morph, maybe because your attack speed is slow, that's where Tiny can benefit. But not sure. Kiyotaka has been incredible on a lot of these roles, so have all the faith in him. Very, very cool.
Let's have a look at these side lanes. So I'll see at the moment. Insane, you're not going to be able to chase down a save. So, in terms of the side lane matchups, obviously last time we had a bit of a rough start from El Saberlighter and Boxy. Could that happen again here? Like, how's this matchup looking with the Dawn and the Willow against the Tusk to SF?
Well, I was saying, like, some people have picked the Dawn to counter the SF, but I think Tusk overall just wins most lanes. Miro,
underneath the sentry.
He's pretty deep.
Should be pretty dead. They'll get the first blood here for Insania.
Yeah, a lot of players overall have liked to play that Dawn versus the SF, but the Tusk probably just makes that matchup pretty okay for him. And they do have floor damage, which is always important to have when you're playing versus Willow. SF, one of the better ones, at least in the lane. So maybe a bit of a trade lane, to be honest, coming up there from the side of BetBoom versus Liquid. As Pure, still level 1, stepped up a bit far. He'll be able to survive. He has to be very careful when he doesn't have his Tusk in the lane.
He's going to have the boots out on the way towards him soon. Wants to try and pick up a set of tangos before he makes the delivery happen, though. As regen starting to run a little bit low between them. Yeah, just down to that last tango that Ketomi's passed over to Pure.
Yeah, Pure has to be a bit careful how he plays inside of this lane. This is one that has constant kill threat if you don't have the Tusk next to you.
No.
Bottom. Just a stun forward. Nothing too aggressive, just looking to secure CS.
And overall, down in this bottom lane, Mikabot should be pretty fine.
Would imagine so, but Pure, I mean, Save and Miro sometimes just do these type of spectacular moves in the laning phase to shut down cores when they do have an advantage in the lane. But I would say that Mika should be okay here. Does have to be careful how far he steps up, though. Similar to Pure, where there can be that fragileness as the Snowball comes out. Now Sable's going to get turned on.
Turn and deal with the raises. Look towards that Saberlighter, get the kill there.
That's where the Tusk turns this matchup. As Boxy.
The Shadow Realm. They're going to try and stay on top of him. They'll get the connection with one of the raises. We'll get the Lotus. He's looking pretty dead here, Boxy. As Pure will be able to find both of them. Double kill for the safe lane SF.
He doesn't want to use that Lotus, doesn't want to waste it, knows he's very likely dead. Good play there from Katomi, waiting with the skill point, gets the Snowball immediately to be able to dodge out that damage. And this top lane now, for the next 70 seconds, it's very threatening. That -2 extra. Or -4 extra, sorry, because he got the 2 kills.
And we saw what happened last time. BetBoom got the double kill early on in their safe lane. Things started to fall apart pretty quickly for Liquid's offlane duo.
Yeah, you have to be careful. Have to be very aware of where that Tusk positioning if you're going to go for the aggression with that Snowball, as we've seen. Yeah, both of these safe laners not in a absolutely safe position at all. Mika has ways to play around it because he's got the Pugna behind him, but has to still be careful how much he steps up under the creep wave versus a Sand King and a Shadow Demon, because they have quite a bit of damage that can ramp up very quickly. And so far in the mid lane, it is the Morph who's winning the matchup. Not by a significant margin, but having an advantage in terms of CS for now. And I'm really looking forward to how much he's going to be able to do with the flow. turning into the Tiny in particular in most situations. As Saberlight again, getting gone on.
Pure backing off, doesn't want to miss out really on the wave that's meeting behind him. And he's going to leave Katomi to sort of fend for himself against the two of them. Pure, he'll swing across to help out now.
Go for the raises if they push too far forward.
He's going to pick and choose his target. He'll settle for El Saberlight, so he lays into him with
snowball.
2 raises. There's the snowball. To stop the Starbreaker, another raise comes in. They take El Saberlight out.
And Boxy again has to be careful. There's another stick charge
He's
from
got 1
Pure.
charge just to play with, probably enough to get, 2 raises out?
At least. And he's got this for Boxy as well. He cuts off his escape.
Running out of places to run here, Boxy.
They're so good at playing these lanes, though, and this is crazy. This top lane is getting destroyed.
It really is.
Just like last time.
It really is. I mean, it's 4 kills for the safe lane SF 5 minutes in.
Every time they try to go aggressive, they get turned on. Katomi just perfect with his snowballs, and Bottom in the meantime too. He gets caught under the wave. Believe that 5th Shadow Poison did catch him. Didn't even need the 5th, actually. It was just 4.
These lanes having
did the same
troubles
thing last
again.
time.
It's a little different this time in the fact that the better lane for Liquid, it is the mid lane. And bottom lane, BK still getting good farm.
He is. He was getting good farm last time as the Morphling.
It's true. So
Yeah, still able to find these kills.
Pressure really on to see what Nisha can kind of bring out from this big gameplay.
Yeah, and at what targets he's really going to go
Yep.
for, because the Morphling in particular versus this Tiny, you can't really pop a Morphling almost ever. Going for the SF in some situations, sure, but he's got a lot of backup as we've seen, and they might get aggro onto mid. Kiyotaka's got the Morph.
See how much they can do between the two of them. Getting the poison stacked up here, safe.
Another toss in a second.
And Kiyotaka ready for the wraparound. They'll throw in a toss, another bit of poison and a waveform. That'll get the kill mid.
This is so cool, honestly, BetBoom. A treat to watch this tournament as they're just flexing all over the place. Kiyotaka, he's got another toss if he sees availability. The Morph is going to wear off. Can't quite close that gap. But man, you see that cooldown reduction coming into play immediately versus the Tiny, and Saberlight again.
They've got the snowball to close the gap. It's not been a good day for the two of them up here, folks.
No, they're getting skill diffed. 17-3 on the Dawn. SF is absolutely free farming, and we can see why. Pure. He wants this matchup. He doesn't care. How many souls is he up to? Because he's gotten a lot of last hits. He's up to 25 already.
Yeah, that you don't see that much.
Not at the
6 minutes
6-minute
in
mark.
on a safe lane SF. You're not getting those bonus souls
look
like
at
this.
Katomi's already in position
There's
for
no
the
way.
ruin.
Are they going to be able to contest this? They're gonna have to try Liquid.
Shards to push him away.
He's picked it up, Katomi.
And Boxy.
See if they can fight into Pure. They're trying to fight into him. I mean, they've got to have some backup coming in.
minus armor, though.
El Saberlight is dead again. I mean,
Oh, and
they
they're
can't
just feeding.
stop the feed, Fog.
Oh my goodness.
What's going on? Pure's got 7 kills in 7 minutes.
He's got 27 souls.
It's unacceptable. What's going on?
He keeps the present stacks going too.
Oh my goodness, 27 at 7 minutes.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, these two top. I mean, Katomi, we were talking to him yesterday about him working on his 5 position. He is spectacular so far on it with Pure in conjunction. These guys are so much fun to watch. Liquid. All right, well, your top lane is literally donezo.
Yeah,
Where do you go from here now that you literally do not have an offlaner?
Mick and Nisha, they got to do something crazy this game.
Yeah.
To make up for whatever's been going on that top lane.
And Tiny is a hero that Nisha's been able to work in a lot of situations, right?
His Tiny's been great.
In this game, ganking some of these heroes can be very impossible. Ganking them, like the Morph in particular, you almost can never catch him unless he literally just makes a mistake.
Well, Kiyotaka. Use the old toss against him.
He's low mana. He'll just go for the rune instead. Boxy, looks like he'll be able to get that one, at least for the side of Liquid. Goodness. But how do you play without actually, how do you play without this 3 position? Because this is completely shut down. He's going to have one of the slowest level 6s in the game, and in comparison to BetBoom.
I'm sure he's going to have so much. He's going to have this incredible item timings, of course, after all these kills that he's been given.
And he's getting involved. They're already starting to look for bottom since they've already broken top. Katomi making the move. Yeah, I don't know how he recovers on Saberlight.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The supports are going to be a higher level than him on the side of BetBoom by a significant margin because they stole Wisdom Runes. They've dominated lanes. $27 souls. This SF,
Yeah, you won't see this.
This SF hits
Like, this
for
is
almost
crazy.
200 damage already at this point.
Bottom tower is under attack.
The farm speed is going to be insane from Pure.
Yep.
And nobody's going to want to come near him.
And Saberlight again has been found.
He's dead again.
Give it to Pure. Okay, he doesn't. Whatever.
Kill stealing.
Give him more souls.
Excuse me.
Kiyotaka, he's going to go down the old build that we saw from this when it was played even as 4 position. He's going to go phylactery for the burst with the tiny build. Or with the tiny toss in particular. It's Miro.
He's gonna...
Liquid's bringing the numbers.
Yeah, Nisha's coming in to try and find some action down here. We'll get the setup on the Miro. Not enough straight away, and Miro...
He gets the epi.
Does still die. Mickey comes in with a metal hit to finish him off, but Pure's turned up, and Kiyotaka, he's in with the combo.
Toss.
Try and chase down Insania and Nisha. Nisha trying to use the toss to hold him back, but the waveform's up. Closes in on towards him, tosses up again, and Insania goes down.
And Mickey,
looking to dive in.
out of here.
He's going to have to go for the TP out.
Oh, nice.
They won't have anything to catch him with behind the tree line.
Very, very nice TP coming out from him. At a very necessary moment as they're just getting sandwiched bottom tower, looking like they're going to be able to grab it. 2 stacks on the SF, of course, not working versus the buildings, but
just
have
so
to be
much
careful
damage.
How you play versus him at this point, because if you walk in and continue giving these kills consecutively, he can't just keep those stacks going. 28 souls.
10 minutes in.
10 minutes.
A full Dragon Lance on the way out. Pure.
Okay, Liquid, they've got 6 on the
They've got to kill the SF. They've got to find Pure.
Yeah, they've got to find Pure. They've got Nisha with an amp damage, and they have the Solar Guardian. So this is a big moment for them to be able to find one of the big kills. But are they just going to run into a support?
I'll see Miro.
They see the stacks.
Setting up onto the Sand King is very hard for the Dark Willow.
Kiyotaka is starting to make his way over. He has Morph up in 2 seconds. Miro.
Boxy. Come in with the wraparound. They're going to try and burst through him, and with the help of the Solar Guardian, they'll get the kill.
Boxy.
Kiyotaka's going to have to toss to finish him off, and now
Nisha.
turn over towards Nisha.
Another toss is going to be up in a second.
Healed up by Insania for now. Katsuomi, see if he can get the wraparound, maybe get the shards to catch off someone on the attempted escape.
They cannot.
They won't. So they'll get the kill on the core, only lose Boxy.
Pretty decent, but I'm just looking at this SF net worth. In the meantime, Pure is just completely left alone. He's just having the freest game ever, as we've seen him have a lot of times in this tournament. Toss onto Katomi, just a casual one. They do at least slow Miro down a little bit, but it's the other 2 cores that are a problem, and he is not nearly as slowed down as this Dawnbreaker, as we've mentioned.
He's going to get some stacks here, though, El Stabilizer.
A little bit of something. Katomi will sap the XP, though, as he continues to match the levels of the Dawnbreaker. So, yeah, fighting around the Solar Guardian is going to have to be the way that Liquid approaches after these lanes just went so sour. Try to keep making space for Mickey to catch back up on this Templar Assassin.
The dusk is always ready for a fight.
Katsuomi not afraid to just sort of head into their side of the map and get some good information.
Every time Saberlight's playing up in this lane, too, I'm just so scared.
It's risky.
I'm just, Pure, waiting in the sides.
Just
hanging it out.
He's used the hammer.
Instant TP from Katomi.
Pure.
Saberlight. He's got phase boots. He speeds himself away.
Yeah, they can't chase him this time, so getting away with pushing the wave out. Doing what he can here to try and climb back into the game.
Top tower is under
Space.
attack.
Bringing that attention from the Tusk. Katomi, he's going to go through the gate. Maybe looking to join down bottom for Mickey, because Miro is here with Epi. Mickey is stepping up very far bottom. They're bringing even more. SD's coming in.
They can burrow setup. Epicenter coming in as well. Katsuomi able to trap off Mickey's escape.
Similar to last time, this time it's not Kiyotaka who's making the moves around, but it's Katomi who's everywhere. This Tusk, 1-0-8. Nisha's got Blink, looking for a catch. They've got the Solar.
I have to sometime, make some plays around this Tiny.
Yeah, but Pure, he's at bottom, hitting Ancients now. So not guessing in the right area on the side of Liquid either.
Katsuomi and Saber coming into this.
They know where they are. They're pinging them out exactly. They see the Nether ward, it'll take it out. Liquid, they have a ward to play around to sneak away. Nisha.
It's unlikely that these two can find anyone by surprise now, yeah. Nisha has to get out of it.
He's considering, yeah, he can't go for anything here. Katomi, he knows someone's still here. I think he saw the dig.
I have
Insania not having a TP.
He's gone.
Had to try and walk out of it, but yeah, they got him.
3-15.
Just 14 minutes in, Pure. Getting the Wisdom Rees, level 12.
They're just everywhere.
just no signs of Liquid being able to make any sort of move to threaten this Shadow Fiend. Full Hurricane Pike, 14 minutes in. It doesn't get faster than this.
No, and he's level 12, so he's got level 2 Requiem, which of course is tied to his damage, so he's hitting for over 250, and just very, very high level at this point on top of his farm. So he said Mika has been able to slow things down to get that farm going, but Saberlight's not really recovering still at this point in comparison to the Sand King, who's in a perfectly comfortable spot. He's actually tied with mid
Mirror's fine.
laners.
Absolutely.
Even though he did die 3 times in this game,
Yeah.
he just farms at that insanely fast rate because he's a Sand King. And he's set up for some kills. As Saberlight,
He's going for the de-warding.
he's just gonna get punched.
Can't sell the Guardian out of that when the punch is there. There's Miro. They try to make a go onto him. He's healing up a bit with the Bloodstone.
Epping.
And he's going to get into... Yeah, they can't find into the epicenter, so they'll have to at least wait that out.
His team's coming in as well. Save potentially wanting to set up for a kill.
Yeah, Nisha knows he can't go back in on this one. Miro able to survive the attempts there from Nisha and Boxy.
Kiyotaka gives him a tip, and
Nisha
Nisha jumps in
He blinks
very
in.
aggressively.
And if they can get the setup, the root will catch him. They try and close him with a Burrow Strike. And Nisha...
He used the blink.
Pure's here. They're going to be able to get the damage in. He's got 1 charges and an illusion rune. He'll try and toss back Pure to create some space to get away, but mirrors him with the Burrow Strike. Nisha's gone. It really feels like BetBoom, they might have just broken Liquid this series,
feels like it, Owen. They're just, every move is hitting, and for Liquid, it feels like desperation with every single one of their jumps. Mika is farming, but that's literally it. Nobody else is having anything go well for them. Boxy's dying all over the place. Saberlight's dying all over the place. Insania's dying all over the place. There's backup coming in. Kiyotaka's here.
He's here, ready to wait for him and take out Insania.
They'll find Pure. He gets through the portal.
Bottom tower is
He
under
actually is able to survive, and Saberlight does find himself in Infinite Rune. So he'll be able to survive at least, but oh my god,
They were
he can't
so
even
close.
get Pure.
They nearly got him. That would have been such a huge kill.
And this is all because he's so massive at this point. If he literally didn't have this much net worth, he dies there. But he is just so farmed because of all these kills that he's that much tankier to play versus them going through the portal. That is crazy. 9,000 lead. The Morphling is owning 6-0-1 with this type of flip around that they did with the SF. The SF is owning.
Let's see. I think El Saberlight was maybe seeing if he could find Pure farming on low HP.
He does not have the damage. They know where he is.
He's got Solar Guardian and TP to get out. But
Heroes
not
on
if
him.
Miro's here. The pain and suffering continues for El Saberlight. And now the tips start coming out as well.
He's 0-7. And a similar situation that happened last time for him. I mean, Boxy, it feels like that offlane in particular just...
It's just not been working today.
No, and they can't play versus Pure and Katomi. They just seem to have exactly the answers for them. As Roche, it's on the menu. Quick and easy kill for them. Liquid overall with this type of draft too, they probably want to be the ones dictating pace of the game when they have TA and Tiny. But it's just not been the case. BetBoom responding in full force to every single move, and they still just... They do not have an offlaner, Owen. The Shadow Demon soon to surpass Saberlight as well.
Yeah. It's a tough one.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
It's a tough one. BetBoom is apparently too good.
Yep.
From what we're seeing today and what we've been seeing in the other games.
And Liquid...
And just doing it in such a fantastic style that you can imagine if we do get some sort of patch tonight and some gameplay changes, I think BetBoom, they're going to be totally ready for it. You know, they're playing different heroes anyway.
Yeah.
They're more than happy to kind of come into these games, draft stuff, and have the versatility to play it in many different roles.
I think they said it before, right?
Toss back. So if they've got the chain combo to take him out, they don't. Save some of the disruption, and that gives Kiyotaka the chance to get away from the entirety of Team Liquid there. They had the full 5 of them.
His team's connecting.
They're looking at save, but with the poison, there's no chance of Nisha getting the jump in, and now the wraparound comes in from BetBoom. They get the setup onto Insania. He's gone. Liquid have to run.
Yeah, just to piggyback of what you were talking about also is just Kiyotaka in particular, right? I think they said, he played 13 heroes, was it? Add another one to the list if he's going to be playing Morphling like this. Yep. 3-20. Just dominating.
See what they can do here. Eyeing up Kiyotaka in the mid. They try for the toss back. Not going to get it. Too quick with the rope waveform.
He's got Arcane Rune as well.
Miro stepping over. They want to go in underneath the tier 2. They will with the Burrow Strike. They get the setup on towards him.
Miro's pretty deep.
Through him. They've got enough physical to kill him off. Nisha's getting healed up by the life drain, but he'll still end up dying. Boxy, He's surviving on the high ground, but the damage coming out from Kiyotaka is too high. Boxy's going to get blood grenaded. As it's a messy fight, but one that BetBoom, they clean up, no problem. As Insania dies as well to Pure. Godlike for him. It's a team wipe.
And they're just playing even over-aggressive at this point, and it works. They end up losing the morph, but Pure comes in, gets the cleanup kills, gets the 2 stacks, and he's 15 for the push. Look at this damage. Miro, he's dead, but the epicenter, it's pumping.
Yeah, Kiyotaka getting that final avalanche off as well, ensuring that both El Saberlighter and Mickey can't live throughout it. And that beautiful blood grenade to close up that one. This is straight up murder, Fog.
It is. It's constant aggression, and it's never them slowing down. I mean, yeah, you can see he's like, oopsie, maybe I did die there, but who cares as Pure is able to get the cleanup kill. As Pure.
Still yet to die.
16 and yet to die.
He's in. Boxy. It's a Decrepify. Do they want to dive to tier 2 again?
Not quite.
I wouldn't put it past them, though.
Octarine for Kiyotaka
20 minutes in.
20 minutes
That's
in
the
with
fastest one you'll see on a morph.
He can maybe even chain stun. We saw like the toss has what, like a 3 or 4 second downtime?
It's gonna be close.
It's gonna be very close. Boxy. Immense amount of damage. He gets caught in his own bramble.
He managed to catch him with the fear. Yatomi's on his way over. Mickey having to just run away from Pure on top.
Kiyotaka's running at 3 heroes by himself.
Yeah, he's going to kill off Insania. Shadow Realm hits, seal the deal.
Oh my
Boxy's
God.
hiding in the trees and hoping. And Nisha catches him with the toss.
He's running into 5 heroes, Owen.
He is pretty deep for this one. He'll be able to waveform away from the Solar Guardian, though. And they're jumping with the melt. They're still trying to kill him. And they can't finish him off. And backup's here. Miro's ready to go. Jumps in with the epicenter Burrow Strike. Straight in over towards the TA. I mean, they're just ready to collapse back in on them as BetBoom's brought in the numbers.
Disruption again. Here comes save from the
Mickey's just got to hide.
Snowball save.
He's in, over towards him, another Burrow Strike straight on a Mickey. The cleanup's there. This game, they're probably going to tap out soon, Fogged. It's getting to be far too much. 30-6, 21 minutes in. This one, it's infinitely rougher than the first game.
It really is, and Kiyotaka is just playing out of his mind on this Morphling. He literally ran into 5 heroes, and they couldn't kill him because he just turns into the Shadow Realm. He lives. Pure, up to 2 stacks. He's buffed up. 31 souls. Continuing to keep it rampant. This is craziness. They have looked so good in so many of their games, but this one, they're just putting on a show for us.
I mean, Liquid, they will hold on, of course. They need to win this series to have a chance, well, to move on. If they lose this series, they lose this game, they're out. They're not making it to the playoffs.
They might not even have much more time. Pure still has Aegis for 30 seconds. He's sticking around.
Liquid, they got one more shot.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Definitely a chance that that shot was had a long time ago this game.
He's just free sieging. Kiyotaka.
Get the toss back. Oh, it's a good setup. It's a good burst. It's going to be saved.
Save every time.
The disruption's there. Can he get away before the fear comes in? He can. It's not even going to get dropped by Box. He knows he can't quite find the timing. Kiyotaka's out with the waveform. They just calmly back away, and they're ready to go back in. Miro with the Burrow Strike. 4 staff to get Boxy back up to the high ground.
You can't even punish Kiyotaka under tier 4.
He just goes in. Gets out every single time. The items continue to fly out for BetBoom.
A smoke immediately also looking to go to their Shadow Fiend because maybe expecting that Liquid's going to make some type of instant movement to attempt to go for him, but they're ready for everything, Owen. They've got Epi ready. Mickey gets seen for a quick second there on the ward.
They'll hit the scan as well, Liquid. So they know that they're up there. They will manage to get the chance to finish the Automata for themselves.
That's the first thing that feels gets gone their way. As Miro jumps in.
He's going to catch Insania on the way back from the Tormentor. He's gone. Snowball over towards Nisha. Get the toss back. Fear will come into play. Stops Miro from getting off the epicenter. Kiyotaka jumps up to the high ground. Looking to hunt down both Boxy and Mickey. Mickey's able to blink back in time. He's caught by the Brambles the second time as well. Turns over towards Kiyotaka. But the waveform's there. Turns back into the Dark Willow. Throws out the Brambles once more. Controls El Saberlighter. Miro's in with the Burrow Strike, but the save's there this time. They'll get out with the Decrepify and the Life Drain. Nisha's back in with the combo. Again, they can't quite finish him. Saves in with the disruption once more. The Red Grim from the side. That's going to keep Nisha controlled as he'll get burst. The Solar Guardians coming in, but they've already lost their Pugna. They're going to lose their Dawnbreaker, and they're almost certainly going to lose the game as they're getting dove up to the fountain. Mid-K to fall. They're running out of buybacks. Liquid, they've got nothing left in the tank as GG is called. BetBoom, what a game, what a series. They get the win here 2-0.
And add another hero to Kiyotaka's list as a unbelievable performance on this Morphling. Just